Okay, so I'm back. So I did page 3, which is right here, and I put everything together, and here's the doors that we have here, and they shut like this. And what we're going to do now, and then here's our little dude, and then our our little, not our little dude, our little circle that is our closure. Okay, and then we're going to do another frame, right? But this time it's going to be a shaker, okay? And what we're going to use is we are going to use some planting seeds for our shaker part. So I thought it would be like super fun, and I have some seeds right here, and I also have, these and some of these. So I thought it would be fun to use some seeds. Since this is kind of like a planting book, I thought it'd be fun to do that. So okay, so again, we're going to take these two, which are the same. I had just cut this part out, okay, and the middle part, and I actually fussy cut the little butterfly out, okay, and I'm going to set that to the side. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and glue the little rings like we did before, ovals, on top of that oval there, just like that, okay? And then you're going to cut around it to, you know, even it out. And then first we're going to go ahead and put our window on, though, okay? So first we're going to go ahead and put our window on, and I'm going to go ahead and do all of, I'm going to go ahead and finish up all of this here, and then I will be right back. Okay guys, I'm back. So what we're going to do now is we are going to go ahead and we put our window on and all of our little ovals on the back of our little frame here. And so now we're just going to go ahead and I'm going to get the seeds that I'm going to use, which is Morning Glory seeds, and I'm just going to put a little bit in here, okay, just like that. I just thought that that would be like super cute. And then maybe I'll add some other color seeds in here. I don't know, these might be too big here. I'm thinking these ones are a little bit too big, so we'll put these ones, whoop, these ones back in there. Have a couple of these. Let's see, nope, those are too big too. Oh, here's some little ones. And I think that's it. Just looks like powder. Yeah. So, and then I think I might go ahead and put a couple of little sequins or something in here. So I'm going to grab this little guy here, and I'm just going to go ahead and put a couple of these little sequins in there. I don't want the big beads in there, but I think the little ones will be really cute, so put those in there, okay? And then we are going to go ahead and close that up. So I just put a little bit of some stuff in there that I've had in my stash. So I'm just going to go ahead and stick those in there. Go ahead and put the backing on it, just like that. Okay, so just going to go ahead and burnish that in, just right around. Hopefully that's... So there is our little shaker, our little seed shaker. So that turned out so cute, you guys. Oh my gosh. That turned out super, super cute. So, and then for this little butterfly that I had cut out, where did he go? I just had him. Where did he? Oh, there he is. He flew way over here. That was weird. Okay, so I'm just going to put him like right here. Right down here. And I'm going to go ahead and put some glue on him right there. And we're just going to go ahead and attach him right there. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and put some glue right in through here. And then some glue down in here. And there we go. And so that looks so cute, you guys. I love it. I love it. So, and then that is actually going to go on the back here, right here. Okay, so that's going to be right here. Okay, and we are going to go ahead and stick that down. I don't know. I don't want to cover up those flowers. They're so pretty. But I might go ahead and have to cover them up just like right there. Okay. So we can go ahead and glue this down. Now when we glue so after we get done putting this piece on here, we're going to go ahead and move on to making the window for our photo on our journal. Okay? Right. So to make our little photo piece, you're going to need 2 of these. All right? And I think I really like this for the background for my photo. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and cut this out. So I'm going to cut out this area here. Now, I wasn't going to use 2 of them together, but I liked that neutral background there, and I just thought it looked really pretty, so really looked vintage. So here what we're going to do is we're going to cut out this area, and again, this is where you're going to take your X-Acto knife, okay, and you're going to cut around wherever you can either cut to the edge of this here, or you can cut to the edge of this little rectangle here, okay, your frame area. So I think that's what I'm going to do, and here I'm just going to go ahead and follow that line down. So I kind of want to keep that little written area part. I like that. So, I mean, we may use that for something. So, just going to go ahead and follow those lines right around this. So there we go. So, and then, let's see. Okay. So this is going to fit on top of that frame. This frame is going to fit on top of here, okay? So now we just need to cut our graphic piece, okay? And our graphic piece is going to measure... I'm just going to measure it along the size of this card here, and that's going to be at 5 and 3. Let's do 5 1/4 by 4. So hold on 1 second. Let me make sure that's right. I'm sorry, 5 1/2. Okay, because I didn't take it to the 0. 5.5. So we're going to do 4 by 5.5. Let's go ahead and just do that. 4 by 5.5. So there is 4 by 5.5. Okay. Go ahead, and now what we're going to do here is we're going to go ahead and put our tape along the edges here. Okay. Or your window sheet on top of this. Right, so now you're just going to go ahead and you are going to line this up with your paper. Okay. So it's going to look just like this, okay? And then if you have any excess hanging over, you can definitely just go ahead and cut that right off. And you can use your trimmer if you want to, whatever's easier for you. So I'm just going to use my trimmer. There is that. Okay, then the next thing you're going to need is you are going to go ahead and need your background, okay? So your background is going to look like this on your paper, okay? If you were doing your edges like I was, right now would be a good time to go ahead and do your edges. So I'm going to do my edges real quick. And then I'm going to get my ink that up. Okay, and then you can go ahead and grab, now if you want a lift in this, okay, let's, you can use your double back, your foam tape, okay, you can definitely use that on here. If you don't want it raised too much, then you don't have to use the foam tape. You can definitely just leave, you can definitely just tape this right onto here, although like I just want you to go ahead and leave a piece of tape on your, or a piece of the backing of the tape onto your frame, so when you put your picture in, you can just take that tape right off, okay, the backing. So we're going to go ahead and just do it that way today. So for this next part, I'm going to go ahead and finish off this here, and then I'll be right back. Okay, so now this is where you want to add your tape, okay? And you're just going to go ahead and add your tape right on the edge. If I can find it. There we go. You're going to add your tape right on the edge of your frame there, So that's where you're going to add your tape, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and do this piece here. And I usually try to leave, whatever tape I leave on, I try to make it to the outside of the book. So it's easier to just slide your picture in and then take the tape out. But since this is going on our journal, our little journal piece, it doesn't really matter what side you leave on. Okay. So there is that piece, just like that. And then now this is where you're going to decide, you know, what side of this you want to leave on. You're going to take off the top and the bottom, and then go ahead and just pick one side to take off. You're going to leave the other side on. Okay, and you're just going to go ahead and now you can stand this up, or you can do, you know, however you want to do it. Go ahead and start at the bottom part. Okay. Just like that. So there is your little frame. And then the one side will be opened, hopefully, if I can find it. There we go. There it is. So you could just slide your picture right in there. So your picture will slide. No, that one will be. Let's see here. Hold on one second. So your picture's just going to go ahead and slide right in there. Just like that. Just like that, okay? And I think that's so cute. And then here I'm gonna, since I covered up that little butterfly down there, I was thinking about just cutting out a butterfly and putting one in there, on there. So we'll probably do that. Okay, so then for our book now, okay, that this is done. All right, now we can go ahead and we can put our little, remember how I showed you how to put the 1/2-inch strips on there for your to make a really nice frame border without having to use a whole sheet of paper. Okay, you can actually use these strips. I didn't think about that, but you can actually use these strips to make your border if you wanted to do that. And you can make them larger than 1.5 inch. You can make them 1 inch. Or 3/8 inch if you want. So, and then these will go on the side like this. Okay, and then these will go on the bottom, just like that. And this will go in the middle. Okay, right there. So I'm going to go ahead and glue those on, and then I will be right back. Okay, guys. So now we're going to go ahead and attach our little frame here to the front of our journal. Okay, and I'm just putting my glue on. Okay, and I'm just going to go ahead and put this right here, just like that. Scoot it over just a tad, like that. So there is our little picture frame for our picture. So you can stick a picture of your flowers, you know, your favorite flower, or maybe it's a summer memory or whatever, you know, you want to journal about in your little journaling pad here. And then for the inside, I thought it would be like super cute. We can go ahead and open this up. Okay. And we're going to go ahead and cover this inside. And I'm going to stick this in here like this. Or I might, you know what? I might just go ahead and stick that on the back. Like that. Yeah. And then you're going to go ahead and cover the inside of your, and mat all of that. Okay. And then once we're done with that, we are finished with our pages, and now then we can get to start putting down mats on our pages for photos, and we get to decorate our album. So I will be right back. Okay guys, so we went ahead and finished our little journal book here, and I just went ahead and put a little pocket on the back part of this, and then stuck that little piece that we cut out from that frame area back there. And so that is ready. So now we're going to go ahead and get ready to put in our pages. And to put the pages in, you're going to go ahead and grab your tape. Okay, so you are going to go ahead and grab your tape. Okay, and you're going to go ahead and put it up onto your hinges. Okay, and you're going to put it up at the top part of the hinge right here. Okay, right where that fold is. All right, so that's where you want to put that, and you're going to put the tape on both sides of that hinge. Okay, so right now I'm just doing one side. Okay, and then I'll turn around and then do the other side. After you get your tape in, you want to go ahead and burnish that down. Okay, so just make sure that that tape is on there nice and secure. Okay, and then you're going to turn your little hinges around, and you're going to go ahead and do the same thing. Put it on this side here. Flip that. Okay, just like that. Alrighty. And then you're going to go ahead and burnish those down. Make sure that they're burnished down really good. Alright. And then you are going to go ahead and attach your pages. Alright. So we're going to go ahead and do page 1. Okay. And what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and flip this up. Take your little pamphlets or your little journal pieces out. Okay, of your pages. Okay, you're going to go ahead and make sure you have your opening that we discussed earlier. Okay, you're going to go ahead and have that opened, and you're going to go ahead and remove the tape on both sides of that hinge. Okay, and then you're going to go ahead and just stick that hinge right into that opening. You're also going to make sure that you leave a good amount of space on the bottom part. Okay. So there is page 1. So you've got page 1 in there, and now you're just going to go ahead and do page 2. is page 2, and there is page 1. And so there is our little book. So yay! So so now we can go ahead and we can decorate the inside of this. You can actually go ahead and cover this part with your strips that you have left over. So you can definitely stick your strips in between here, and that's what I do to just kind of decorate it a little bit. Stick my strips in between the gussets, and so that's just adds a little bit of color to that. So I'll do that, and then so you'll go ahead and do that, and then another thing we're going to do is you're going to back here, I'm thinking we're just going to go ahead and do like a pocket back here. We're not going to do anything elaborate. Here we're going to do another pocket, and this will close like this, okay? And then I'm going to go ahead and figure out a little closure for this, okay? So don't worry about that. But there is our book, you guys. I am so excited. And so that way our book will stay closed like that, okay? But look at how cute that looks. Looks so cute. And here we're going to do, I don't know, I might go ahead and do like a little waterfall right here. But we will see what we're going to do. Next we're going to go ahead and work on our box, and I'm not sure how much decorating we really want to do on our book, because these flowers are so pretty that I don't know if I want to cover those up. So I'm super excited, you guys, super excited. I will be right back. Okay guys, so now we're going to go ahead and do our closure for our album. And I think I came up with something pretty neat. So I think it's something that is going to work really well for this. So first you're going to need one hitch fastener, which is an Ideology by Jim Holtz. And you can find these over at JS Hobbies and Crafts. Okay, so you'll need one of those. Okay, and basically they come like this. So I call them, like, sometimes they look like little doorknobs. That's what I call them. So you can go ahead, and we're gonna actually, we'll have to poke a hole in this, okay, right here. But we're gonna go ahead and put pockets right here, so that is gonna go ahead and get covered up, okay? So no need to worry about that. And then we will have to poke a hole on the other side as well. I'm just trying to put this back in here so these don't go flying everywhere. Okay, so I'm just going to set those to the side. Okay, and so you'll have to poke a hole here too, I think. I know we'll have to poke a hole here, and then here. So I think I'm going to do it like right kind of under where the snail is, just right here, and then right here. And we're going to use some little twine that is, or this little burlap that is wrapped around these little things here, okay, from the flowers that we got. So I'm just going to go ahead and untie this. Okay, so we're actually going to use this as part of our, and we're not going to use the whole thing, so we could go ahead and put some back on there. And this is going to be like a little fastener, or like a little rope, and it's going to go ahead and wrap around here. So that's why you won't really need a whole lot of it, but we will need some, okay? So, and it's just going to go ahead and go like that. So then when you open your book, you just go ahead and you can pull this off of there, off of that little knob, okay? So that is how that's going to go. So I'm going to go ahead and grab some of my hole punch things so we can go ahead and punch the holes in here, and then I'll be back. Okay, so to get started, we're going to go ahead and I kind of marked where I wanted this, and I was going to have this poke a hole and then run this through here. I took about just, I want to say maybe 4 inches or less of the little rope from the flowers that we had. Okay, and I just went ahead and tied a knot and then kind of frayed this down here. And I have like this flat part back here, okay, and I was just going to glue it like this, but I'm not sure if it would stay, you know, if the glue would be strong enough to hold all of the wear and tear that this is going to have on it. So what I thought I would do is take a piece of wire, okay, and we're just going to basically, I don't know if it'll weave through here or not, but we're going to try to weave this in through here. Okay, it is, it's working. Yay. So we're going to weave this in through here, okay, and I'm just in through the knot, okay. It is going through, it's just taking, and I don't want anybody to see it, so now I probably will get it. There we go. Okay. Okay, so I got it through enough there. And then what I want to do is I want to kind of bring it around. Okay, so I want it like this. Okay, so I want it like this, okay, so I'm going to poke a hole here and then bring just the wire through there, alright, but I am going to twist this. I'm going to twist the wire, so I'm going to just bring it down. And I just want to twist the wire on the bottom of that. Okay, just so I know it's going to be secure. Alright. Just like that. Okay. Bring them together. Alright. Because like I said, if we pull this through here, it's going to leave a bump back there, and then it's going to sit way up high, and I don't want to do that. So I think that this is going to be a better solution here. Okay, and then too, it'll lay flat. We can cover it right through here. So the next thing we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to poke a hole here. Okay, and I just need my Crop-A-Dile. That will reach in there. So I'm going to go ahead and just grab this and poke a hole right there. Okay, so it's not a big hole or anything, it's just a little hole. Lay that right there. When we bring it in here, we're going to go ahead and just kind of, I mean, we're not going to, you don't need to twist it or anything like that, because we're actually going to tape this down. Okay, so that's going to go like that. Okay. And then you can tape this down. Okay, and we really don't need it that long. fitting that back through the hole, just like that. Okay, making sure, and see, you can't see the wire, so that is awesome. Okay, and now I'm just going to grab some tape. I'll grab this tape. Just going to grab some of this. Now I'm going to make sure that my little rope is on there secure. Okay, and I think I kind of actually put it too far back. If you want to put yours up a little bit more, you can do that. And I'm just going to lay my tape right down here, just like that. Okay, just like that. And now I'm going to go ahead and mark where I want my little handle thing. Okay, and the little handle thing is going to be right here. So I'm going to take my pencil, stretch it out, and I'm just going to go ahead and make a dot right there. Okay, so there's my dot right there. Alright, and that's why I should have brought this up a little bit more, but that's okay. I want to make sure that this is gonna, okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab this, and I'm gonna go ahead and put that there, and I'm just gonna test it. Okay, and I want to make sure that it's gonna wrap around there, and it's gonna stay. So, okay, we just need to put that down, and just want to make sure it's all good. And now I'm just taking my pencil and kind of going around where that little, and making a circle around there where he was at, right there. See? That's where he was right there, that little handle thing. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to make a hole, and I don't know, I'm pretty sure my crocodile won't fit all the way through there. So I'm going to go ahead and just grab this. I can't remember which one. I haven't used this one in a long time, y'all. I think this goes through here. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and turn my book over. Okay, and I'm going to just press down, and I'm just pressing down on my chipboard, making that hole. There we go. So there is the hole. So now I just have to punch through that. There we go. Okay. So I punched through there, and now we're going to go ahead and push that through. Okay. That little screw. And that, and then we just go ahead and we put this on, and I think it's actually a little off, you guys. I don't know, we will see. And there is your closure. So there is the closure for our little book, okay? And it's nice and tight, so it keeps it really together, you guys. So I'm pretty happy with this. So for the inside now, because we have this and this, we can go ahead and you can decorate this however you'd like. I'm going to go ahead and put some more tape on here. Let's see, my bigger tape. Actually, I'm just going to go ahead and lay that tape down here. Just like that. And I'm going to clip off some of this, the rest of this wire, because we don't really need the rest of that. It's there. So I'm just going to clip that off, and I'm actually going to mash that down, okay? Because I don't want it coming through. So I'm just going to try to mash that down a little bit. Way it's not gonna like poke through the paper and scratch anybody or anything like that, so it's definitely good. Okay, so again, I'm just going to take another piece of tape and put it over that rough spot. I do not want that coming through. Okay. Alright, so now we can go ahead and decorate our little pockets and everything. And yeah, so yay. So I'm so excited. So excited, you guys. Love it. I love this little book is coming together so cute. Okay, so let me go ahead and put this stuff away. And okay, so I will be right back. Book. Okay, I came up with a couple of other little areas that you can put some pictures in. Okay, and I'm going to move this. And I thought to go ahead and use the rest of these. The back of the paper looks like this, and then you get these 4 cards on that paper. And I thought that this would be a really nice idea, is you go ahead and take our scraps, okay, because I know you probably all have like a little bit of scraps like this, right? Go ahead and take those and cut those down to this size, okay? Score them, go ahead and cut them at 1 inch, score them at a 1/2 inch, okay? And then you're going to go ahead and fold them in half, all right, and you're going to glue 1/2 to the other side of your card, okay, only 1/2, kind of like when you do a waterfall. Okay, so instead of us making the waterfall out of our white cardstock that we used, these are going to be our waterfall. So you're going to have 4, okay? So basically you're going to go ahead and start your waterfall here, all right? And then you're going to go ahead and put the next one down, just like you would a regular waterfall, okay? And that's how you're going to do that. So I'm going to go ahead and start this real quick, and then show you how to do that. Okay, and you're just going to lay it right here. And I thought this would be something nice, and plus it'll kind of cover that little little screw that we stuck in the back there. Okay. And then you'll just grab your next one and you'll go ahead and put glue on that little flap. Okay, because remember, we went ahead and glued that on there. And you're going to go ahead and set that down right on top. Not on top of that other one, but right below it. Okay, just like that. Alright, that's going to go ahead and fold up. Then you're going to grab your next one and you're just going to keep going all the way down till you get them all in there. Okay, and I don't know if all 4 will fit in here. We need to test that real quick because I want to make sure that they're not going to go over the bottom of your book here. Okay, and I think that we'll be fine with that. So we're just going to grab the next one. Okay, and you're going to go ahead and put some glue on there. Move that up on that. Glue that down. Bring it up and just burnish that in. Okay, and then if you wanted to, you can definitely stick a photo back here if you wanted to, or whatever. You could go ahead and make a tuck spot if you want to. So if you have any little leftovers, you could definitely do that. And let's see here if I have any little, I've got like this right here. Oh, that's the same piece. I'm trying to find, there's this piece right here. So a photo could go on there if I wanted to. Okay. And then, like I said, you could definitely stick maybe one of these down there as a little tuck spot. And I'll go ahead and cut that down the middle. And I'm just going to go ahead and glue the bottom of that. I'm just going to ink the bottom real quick. I didn't, scrub it like or like I did with my rest of my pages. But I could just go ahead and do a little tuck spot right there, just like that. And then we could go ahead and tuck some little tags in there, or whatever. Just like this. Okay. And there we go. So, and if you want a closure, you can add a closure, but I really don't think that you need one with this because it is going to be, and it lays pretty flat. So, I think the more that it lays together, it'll lay flatter. Okay. So, the next thing that I thought would be really cool for our book is the back panel. Okay. And I went ahead and did like a little, some little pictures here from one of the sheets that has like a collage of different things on it. And then I used one of the little bookmarks, that's what I call them. Put one right here. And so on this sheet here, we are going to make another waterfall using our tags. Okay. So I went ahead and cut out all of our tags, okay, and right where that little notch is up on top, you're going to fold that down, okay, and you're going to need 8 of these, all right, and so I will be right back, all right. Okay, so for your little tags that you did, okay, now again, I went ahead and used my little scrubber and did around my little tags, and then inked them with my Distress Ink brushed corduroy by Tim Holtz. And So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and, again, like we did with the front of this here, we used these as our waterfall, okay? That's kind of what I'm going to do with the other one. So, but because we have a narrower area right here, okay, we are going to go ahead and set them on either side or right in between here, and they're going to kind of overlap each other, okay? So I'm going to go ahead, and again, we're going to use this as our little what do I want to say, flap to turn this over, okay? So you won't need to make a flap, and you won't need to make a use your cardstock for your waterfall, okay? So you're just going to put your glue on it like that, and I'm going to find my little knob, okay? I want to make sure that I'm not setting it on there, okay? And that's where I'm going to put it. And it's about a quarter, I think a quarter inch, maybe an eighth of an inch. Yeah, about an eighth of an inch from the seam right here, okay, from where our book closes. Okay, then the next one I'm going to get is this one, the rose, okay, and I'm just going to go ahead, put my glue on that little top of the tag, okay, and I'm going to go ahead and put that right underneath, kind of overlap it a little bit, okay, and I'm going to put that right underneath it, just like that. And you want to make sure it's straightened out, okay? So you just kind of want to straighten that out a little bit, okay? Just make sure it's straight. I'm kind of looking at the camera at the same time, just to make sure that they're both straight. Okay. Scoot that over just a bit, just like that, okay? And then the next thing you're going to do is you're going to go ahead, bring those down here, and you're going to flip them over, okay? And then you're just going to keep going down. So the next one I'm going to do is I'm going to do this one, and I'm going to stick this one right under here, okay? And I'm just sticking it right underneath where that top of the tag is. Okay, and I'm going to show you here in just a second what I'm talking about. So, we have the top of our tag right here, so when these fold down like this, okay, and then the top of the tag will be right here, okay, that's going to fold over, and then we're going to have another tag right here. Okay, so they will be about, like I said, about a quarter inch overlapping. Okay, so just like that. All right. Or you could do it, you know, every other one where it overlaps it. There is our little waterfall, and it's just small, It's not a big one. It's just a really small one. And like I said, if you have the rest of your tags like this, like I have 2 more tags here, I've got some little circles here still, and then we have some other tags and stuff still from the paper. And so yeah, so there we go. Okay, so once you get done doing your waterfall, then you can continue doing your waterfall with the rest of your tags that you've got left over, okay? And just have them go all the way down, okay? And then if you wanted to, I'm going to do a little pocket right down here, okay? I'm going to do a little pocket right here, and then put some tags inside that pocket, and that will help keep your waterfall closed. Okay, so to do our pocket, you are going to need a piece of cardstock that is 5 1/4 by 3. Okay, so 5 1/4 by 3 is what your cardstock's going to be, and we're going to go ahead and we'll cut that down. So 5 1/4. You're going to score it a 1/2 inch on the right side, right here. Turn it, score it right here, down, okay. On the 3-inch side, turn it to the 5 1/4 inch side, and you're going to score again, right. Then you're going to grab your scissors, and you're just going to cut right across that X, just like that, and then you're going to go ahead and fold those in. Just burnish those down. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and do my little distressing, I'm just distressing the paper here, and okay, we're going to stick this onto our paper. I'm going to go ahead and put this on our pocket. And okay, push that up just a bit, and then just go ahead and burnish that in really good, y'all. Okay, so just like that. And now we've got our pocket, and we're just going to go ahead and sit that right in there. And so we'll need our glue. And you can use like your double back tape if you want to. It's, you know, however you usually use, or whatever you use for your mini albums. Okay. Alrighty, woohoo! Almost done. I'm so excited. Oh, you guys, it's so cool. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and just burnish that in really, really good. Okay, just burnish that pocket right in. And then just get your bone folder, make sure that it's burnished in real good. Okay. And then this is where you can stick in some remaining tags, or, you know, some of these. So we can definitely go ahead and cut these down and stick those in there, and those would help your waterfall from flipping over, okay? Definitely help that. So there you go. Now we have 2 of these left, okay? And for this, I wanted to just go ahead and I'm going to tape these together, and this is going to be like a little bookmark. And you know, I may use it for this, I may use it for something else, but I just thought that it was super cute and I thought it was really pretty. So I'm just going to stick these 2 together just like this. I'm going to go ahead and use my double back tape for this part. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. So I'm going to finish that, and then I am going to go ahead and finish putting some tags in here. I might go ahead and just add this flower in here, or on here, I mean. I really like this flower. I know I have it like right on the next page, which is right here, but I just really like that, and I don't want to waste our stuff. If you have images, you know, cut them out, use them, you know, around your book. So I will be adding probably some more pockets and stuff like that to our book. Definitely adding mats and such, okay? Go ahead and lay it just like this. I don't know. Sometimes I like to lay my stuff catty corner. Probably why I can't lay stuff straight. So, and I'm going to go ahead and add some areas now where we can go ahead and add some pictures. So for our pictures, okay, we know now that these here are for our seeds, okay? So those are our seed packets, and then we need some pictures here, okay? Some little mats, and for our mats, okay, if you have, I have a bunch of little squares from cutting out everything, okay? So that's what we're going to be using for our mats. It's just our leftovers, okay? Just your leftover squares, no matter what size they are, that's what we're going to be laying down, okay? So that's usually what I do because it is just easier, and that way you can go ahead and put, you know, however many pictures you want in here, or whatever. You know, if you want, let's say you want one big one or one long one. Let's see here. We have a long one right here. We can go ahead and lay that down right there and just put photo here, right? So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and I think I'm going to go ahead and just put some glue on here. Okay. Or actually, I want the small ones, so I'm going to go ahead and put glue on the small ones. Okay. And I'm just going to go ahead and set it right there, right in the middle. Okay. And you can do yours however you want. If you don't want pictures in this, then don't put pictures in it. Okay? You don't have to. This is a little, you know, a journal for you to keep, you know, your plant pictures in, or summer pictures in, or or you want to plan out next year's flowers, or you saw some flowers somewhere and you really liked those flowers or whatever. You can put those pictures in here as a keepsake, so you can look back and say, oh yeah, I wanted that flower, and you can journal about that day or whatever. So so anyway, that is where all these little cut aparts that you get from cutting your albums. You have all these little squares and such. Use these for your photo mats, okay? So you can put them throughout your albums, all right? Okay, guys, so I think that's it. So anyway, I'm going to finish up, and then I will be back with talking about the book. Okay, bye.